Average Woodsman here, back with another video. So today I wanted to go over or make a video on my updated bug out bag. So every year or so, every year to 2 years, I'll make a video on my updated bug out bag. I'll go through it, I'll change things. Usually about every 6 months I'll go through my bag just to throw out anything that might be expired, like medical wise, or change those things out, rotate food items that I might want to that might be close to being expired, or rotate it out to eat those items when I'm out camping or out on the trail. So I generally go through my bug out bag at least once or twice a year, and then I'll generally update it completely about once a year. So I'll either do every 6 months, rotate items out, or I'll do one time where I'll just rotate everything out and update my bug out bag each year. So I just kind of want to go through it, show you guys it. This is the bag. Show you guys it, do a video. I'll lay everything out, go through each item, explain why I'm carrying it, what the item is, and just kind of give you guys an updated version of this, of my bug out bag. Obviously, bugging out is going to be your last resort. I know that this has been beat to death on the internet, but bugging out is obviously going to be your last resort. You're going to want to bug in, but it's really going to depend on your situation. You may be in a situation where you have something like a natural disaster. Here in Florida, we get a lot of hurricanes, and we had a really bad hurricane season last year where, people had to leave. They had to leave not only the state, or they had to leave not only their region or their city or their county, they had to actually leave the state. So, bugging out is a real thing that you may actually have to do. All right, so let me lay everything out, and I'll go ahead and get into the video and show everything. All right, so before I get into the actual contents of the backpack, I want to talk a little bit about the backpack itself. So the backpack is the 511 LVC 18. It's a 30-liter backpack. It's made out of a Cordura material. It's durable. It's relatively lightweight. It does a good job at what it's designed to do. So it has 2 water bottle pockets on each side. As you can see, I have a large Nalgene over here. I have a Grail with a stainless steel cup. I have just some Gorilla Tape on the side of it, or on the back of it. So it's really just a good, solid design that works really well. Has really good back padding here. Has heavy duty shoulder straps that are padded, thick padding, comfortable to wear. It has a grab handle up here. So the first items I want to go over are the items I have in the main compartment of the bag. So how it works is this back portion opens up, and you have like a sleeve here, and then you have your main compartment. So this is what I have in the main compartment. It mainly consists of my sleep system. Obviously I'm going to be on the move, trying to get from point A to point B as fast as possible, but if I do have to rest or stop, I want to be able to sleep and have a good comfortable night's sleep depending on the time of year. So it's really going to depend. It doesn't get very cold here. It's usually very hot all year long. We do get some cold weather, but generally speaking it's not super cold, so having a big heavy duty like Arctic style sleeping bag is just not necessary. That's why I have my jungle bag by Snugpak. So we'll start out with the jungle bag from Snugpak. Had this thing for a long time. It's been on a lot of camping trips with me. It works really well. It's lightweight, it's relatively compact, it's comfortable and durable. That's what you want. I have my sleeping mat. I've had this one actually for quite a while, a couple years now, and been testing it. It has not failed me yet, so I'm going to continue to use it. It doesn't have a high R value, but remember, I don't need a high R value. I live in Florida. I have my Helicon Tex military poncho, so this works as rain gear and as a tarp. I have inside here, I have my rapid deploy ridgeline, and I just have some aluminum stakes. Yes, I carry stakes. I don't want to have to carve stakes while I'm out in the field, especially in a bug out situation where I'm trying to get from point A to point B. I have just my silky Gomboy in a Campcraft Outdoors case. I have a pillow. This is just an inflatable pillow. And then obviously I have my medical kit. So like I was saying earlier, every 6 months to a year I go through this. I rotate out any items that may be expired. So I have, quick clot in here, hemostatic gauze. I have Israeli bandages. I have all different types of items that I can use. This is like a full-blown medical kit. And then right here, just a Spyderco bandana. All right, so I had to do this in 2 parts because of the simple fact that I couldn't fit everything inside the camera. I want you guys to be able to see everything. This is the remainder of what's inside the main compartment in the bag. So I have a my rain gear here. So this is just a Gore-Tex jacket. I have an extra pair of socks. These are Darn Tough, so I'll have 1 pair on of Darn Tough wool socks, and then I'll have a secondary pair. These are the lightweight ones. I don't need the heavyweight ones here in Florida. Then some food items. All of these can be eaten fast and on the move. So I have summer sausage. I have some of these tuna kits, 3 of those. I have some sardines, and I have a bunch of these meal bars. All this stuff can be eaten quickly on the go. Last but not least, a good fixed blade knife. This is the LT Wright. This is the Gen 5, I believe. Had this one for a little bit of time, have not had it for a really long time. Really like it so far. You guys know I'm not a huge fan of really massive knives for belt knives, but really like it. Super comfortable in the hand, good for carving, sharp 90-degree spine. I would carry this knife specifically because of the simple fact that this is going to be one of my only cutting tools, and I want to have a slightly larger knife just in case I have to do any type of heavy-duty task with this. This is a more robust knife, a larger knife, and this one's an A2 tool steel. Also remember, I'm going to have items on me, so I'm going to have my phone, I'm going to have a folding knife, I'm going to have a light on my key. This is a Photon. I'm going to have a light on my key chain. I'm going to have my wallet. I'm going to have a tourniquet, chapstick. All those types of items are going to be on me, and then in addition to this, all my supplemental gear, which is actually in my bag. Alright, so usually I'll be carrying my CCW, which is a Smith & Wesson Shield Plus in 9mm. But if I had to bug out, I'm going to obviously grab a larger firearm, which is going to be my Glock 19. This is a Gen 4. I've had this since like 2012. It's been a good, reliable, durable pistol. It's had thousands and thousands of rounds through it. I have a TLR 7A on here and a Bravo concealment outside the waistband holster. Spare magazine. I just have some mechanics gloves and a sniper's veil. Sniper's veil is an important piece of material to carry with you, or a piece of kit. It's multifunctional. It's a piece of cotton. Cotton's always, you want to have cotton material with you. It has a ton of uses. Also, this can be used as its intended function as concealment, so I could throw this over my backpack, I can throw this over me to conceal items that I need to conceal. Also, this could be used as a makeshift minnow net. It has so many functions that it can be used for. Same with something like this shemagh. I actually prefer carrying most of the year a sniper's veil over a shemagh. Alright, so this pack has a concealment pocket here, so if you wanted to put like a pistol or something in here, you could. Your CCW, you could do that. Right here in the front, I have my Baofeng radio for communications. I have a tourniquet, a whistle. I have just a pencil, a mechanical pencil, and a Sharpie. I have the bits to my Leatherman. I have my compass right here, and then I have a couple of Right in the Rain notepads along with my map cards and just a Exotec Bic lighter. I also have some bank line and my Leatherman. This is my Surge. You guys have seen this in a bunch of videos. It's my favorite Leatherman. I almost missed these 2 items when I was going through my bag. So I have obviously my titanium lockpick set. Super useful, especially in urban environments, but also in rural environments. And then I have my headlamp, which is my Petzl core with some spare batteries. So those are 2 items that I also have in the kit. Alright guys, that's the video. So remember that the whole gray man concept, you don't have to build your entire kit around it, but do be mindful of your geographical location. So whether you're in a city, like an urban environment, a suburban environment, maybe you're in a more rural area. For me, dressing like this is not a big deal. I can dress like this because I live in Florida, and people in Florida wear shirts like this all the time, all around town, because they're doing things outdoors, like fishing, going on their boats, you know, stuff like that. We're outdoors a lot. So long sleeve, lightweight shirts like this, even in camo patterns, greens, flat dark earth, you know, you'll see a lot of those types of shirts, and you'll see lightweight shorts or even pants, things like that, because of the simple fact that a lot of people are doing stuff outside and they want to be protected from the sun. So just take that into consideration and remember what your environment consists of, how you want to look, how you want to dress, what you want your kit, your backpack to look like, where your bug out location is specifically. You know, if your bug out location, if you, like me, you travel from a suburban environment to a woodland environment for your bug out location, maybe you want to have some sort of a hybrid of how you're dressed and what you look like, or carry additional clothing that you maybe can change into, or even if it's just a top or a jacket or something like that, a shirt that you can throw over what you have. So just take all those things into consideration, and remember that your kit needs to fit you specifically, your needs, your environment. Remember to like, subscribe, share these videos with your friends and family. Be safe, stay dangerous, and I'll catch you in the next one.